Hi, I'm Halina Goldstein. I live in Denmark and work globally, and I'm a spiritual mentor, teacher, writer, speaker, and the founder of Awakening to Joyful Living and of the Joy Keepers Network. And I'm here to help people be the light that they want to see in the world. Because, especially in those troubled times, it seems like there really is a deep need for more people to be able to be that balancing light, to stay balanced, to stay hopeful, to stay positive, even in the midst of the chaos that may happen and does happen in all kinds of ways. And I typically work with people that have been on a spiritual path for a while and still struggle. And it is a journey for all of us, and spiritual seekers are no exception. We embark on the journey. I've embarked on mine for 30 years ago, so I know how that feels. But you embark on the journey, and then some things open up. Perhaps you experience a beautiful peacefulness when you meditate, or maybe not, or perhaps when you work with other people, when you coach them or advise them or help them in other ways. And there still can be lots and lots of situations that are difficult, frustrating, challenging in just about every area of life. There can be a struggle with really having the clarity of what your purpose is in life, or there can be struggles in personal relationships, in your place in the world, even in the spiritual uh, arena itself, in the relationship with the soul, and so on, etc. So there is some work to be done, and as we resolve those problems, then we become more and more that shining light and that joy that can help us enjoy life and have more energy, and be who we really are born to be, and also help our environment through our mere presence sometimes. So just to give you an example, I had this client at some point. This was a woman who has been working with all kinds of personal growth modalities, and also, has been on a spiritual journey. And the reason why she's been working with all these things, or what really took her on that path, was because she had like really great challenges in terms of anxiety. So we worked with that, and the thing was that at the point when we met, she already was able to address like the most critical aspects of it. So she was able to function. She lived like a normal life. She lived alone, and she went to work, but then she would go home, and she hardly ever visited anyone. She hardly ever walked anywhere or went anywhere, because she had these experiences of anxiety every day. And so we started working, and the way I work, it's through simple conversations, really, although deep conversations, some energy work, very simple tools and practices, really. And what happened along the way is that as we started to work, she realized that she didn't have to fight the anxiety, but she could live with it. And as she did, things started to open in very unexpected ways. And first and foremost, she started to open to joy. And as she did, then things started to really accelerate. And as she said at some point, she thought that she was like taking small steps, but these were really giant steps. And within a very short time, and I mean months, not years, her life changed completely. First, it changed at her work. So she used to have some kind of administrative work which she wasn't very excited about, and she didn't communicate really with people aside of what was necessary. But as she went through these changes, she experienced that people started coming to her and asking her for personal advice. She became a mentor simply through the light that she started to shine. Eventually, she decided to stop working because she had spent so much of her life, just surviving, that she thought now she was around 60 at the point. Now was really the time to just to get the best out of the rest of her life. So she stopped working, she retired, and then she started traveling, which was like unthinkable. Before, she wouldn't even, travel to another city in her country. And now she traveled overseas to visit her family, and she stayed for several months, and she even met a friend who turned out to be what looked like a soulmate with communication and beauty on all levels. So that's what can happen as we open to joy, and joy is so important in our personal life, but actually also for us as humanity. And this is why I also founded the Joy Keepers Network, which is a network partly for people that want to access more joy and want to participate in our global joy meditations, but very much also for spiritual leaders, coaches, teachers, healers, practitioners who want to contribute and who want to collaborate and who want to build this energy of joy that is much more powerful and much more transformative than most people realize. So this is our contribution to these changing times that our world experiences, and our way of adding more light, adding more joy, and creating more peace in the planet, not just us alone, of course, but also in collaboration and connection with other networks. So I hope this gives you an impression of who I am. Please always feel free to reach out to me at halinagold.com or at the Joy Keepers Network. I love connecting, and if I can be of any help for you in any way, let me know and let's talk. Thank you.